I set out on a road that I built with my own two hands. I met friends on the way, people chosen to make a stand. I felt strong in the sun as I walked onto pastures green.
What's up, guys? We have probably not made the best attempt at filming this morning, but we have been getting a lot of work done, which sometimes those things go hand in hand, but most of the time they don't. If we film a lot, we don't get a lot done. If we get a lot done, it's because we're not filming a lot. But we did just get finished putting the last coat of paint on the window trim for this window and all the window trim up there. And I know you're probably saying, Trent, you've basically been living in your house for 6 months now. Why didn't you paint those before you moved in? And the answer is because I'm lazy. And painting things like that, we didn't need that for certificate of occupancy. So now that we've got it done, these blinds are ready to be installed. These 3 windows right here are what heat the house. It's what wakes us up in the morning, and like where our bed is, the sun comes up and it just pierces straight into the bedroom, extremely bright, very, very hot. Cannot wait to get these shades up. It's a really good idea to have like a passive house and to like have big windows on the south facing end of your house so that, you know, the sun comes in and heats the house in the wintertime. But it also is a little bit of a battle. And I think the things inside our house are gonna be like sun damaged from like sun constantly coming through. So these shades are gonna make a huge difference. And I guess let's get installing.
I've been getting a little complacent around here with cleaning. And you know what they say, the best way to keep your house clean is to completely disassemble it and create a war zone that you have to clean up after. Today is the perfect example of that.
All right, so this is not the most ideal place to be installing blinds, but like I said earlier, is extremely necessary. In fact, right now I think I'm getting sunburnt just being in this window.
These blinds are really nice. They're blackout blinds, they're electric. You can cue them with a voice command, and they're perfect because they let this guy nap. It makes such a difference to have the blinds down, the white noise machine on, him kind of swaddled up. It's a little warm in here, so the fans are on. I didn't want to put like his heavy swaddle on, but he's tucked in there nice and tight, and he's napping so well. Even with all the noise of the construction and installation going on, blackout blinds, white noise machine, you're good to go.
We got the 2 blackout shades and the 2 regular shades installed, synced up. They're connected to Alexa and everything. I can ask her to open those. I'll show you guys later. But now I've got to install this window right here, which is probably the window that's like gonna be the biggest focus. You're gonna like see it the most. And 2, it's the biggest window. This shade was probably the most expensive shade in the house because of how wide it is. But needless to say, this will probably be the most important shade in the house.
A game changer.
It's gonna be really cool once we have the shades up on every single window, and we'll be able to just make it nighttime inside.
It's mostly gonna help us be able to sleep in just a little bit, just like that extra 20 minutes. The sun doesn't come up until like 7. It still comes up pretty late in the morning, but on the weekends when we're trying to catch up on a little bit of sleep, just like an extra hour, like till 8 a.m. with blackout curtains will make such a huge difference. I'm really excited.
Let me know, do you feel me too? Let it show, babe, I'm into you.
All right, we got the blackout shade and the sunshade installed on the main window. Alexa, close the living room main blackout.
Wow. It is nice and nap-timey feeling in here, and I would love to lay down and close my eyes, But we actually have a vet appointment for both dogs. They need their checkups and annual wellness exams. So we need to quickly clean everything up, pack everybody up into the car, and hit the road.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost.
I'm just getting a little early morning work done today. And sleep, you guys, is so important to us, especially now with a new little baby. Sleep can make or break your entire day, and that is why we love Helix mattresses. And Helix is actually the sponsor of today's video. Helix is a premium mattress in a box company that makes mattresses to fit your unique needs and preferences with a short online quiz that matches you with the perfect firmness for your body and offers a 100-night sleep trial and a 10-year warranty. The best part is that Helix delivers right to your door, and it's super easy to set up. We have the Midnight Luxe. Trent's grandparents have been using the Twilight, and my parents love their Dawn Luxe. If you're in the market for a mattress, we highly recommend Helix mattresses. Click our link in the description or go to helixsleep.com/Trent Allie and you can get up to $200 off plus 2 free pillows on your next Helix mattress. Thanks again to Helix for sponsoring today's video. I'm gonna finish up some work and we're gonna get back to it.
What is up, guys, and good morning. Today we are getting back at it. We're getting ready to install the rest of our roller shades today. I do have to say, these shades made 100% difference in my sleep last night, or I should say this morning. When the sun came up, it didn't come through the windows. The blackout shades blocked the sun, and I slept like a baby, even though it's mostly because Allie got up and took the baby to a doctor's appointment and I got to sleep in. I woke up and I felt like I was in a completely different house because it felt cooler. The lights weren't blaring and the sun wasn't like lighting up the entire house. I woke up feeling extremely refreshed and I could not be happier. And if it's just the blinds that are making this difference right here, everybody should have blackout blinds. Let me just put it that way. I think we have at the top of the stairs, and then the big, tall, probably my favorite window in the house is the landing window. Without further ado, we're gonna get to work.
The final push. Leo finally just fell asleep. These guys are almost done with the very last install. My coffee is nice and warm. Strong nap time vibes in here, I must say. But that's what coffee is for.
Take my hand, I know just what to do. I'm a big keep dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning light.
So now that we've done at least a good handful of these windows, we've like really got it down to a system. It's like actually really simple. If you installed these all day, I bet you could install one like every 5 minutes.
Really?
It's literally just like you measure a distance away from the window, you mount these 2 brackets, you snap it into place, and then you put the butt connectors on and assemble the blind. It's like actually super simple, but I remember when we opened the very first one, I was like, oh my gosh, what do we do? Like it was just like so confusing because it just seemed so like foreign, but it's actually extremely simple. So strip these 2 wires, snap that puppy in place, and put some butt connectors on. You're supposed to use a heat gun for doing that, but a lighter is just always much easier. Both roller shades are installed on the landing window. And I do have to say that like the little valance pieces that they have up there, like they make the window, the whole setup look so like finished and professional. It's like transforming the look of the entire wall when we put those on. I love it. All right, so it's time to come down here to the dungeon of unbearable garbage and junk everywhere. And the good news is
Your office is looking mighty fine.
My office is really, really nice. Landing. That was easy. First one I checked.
Nice. So this Medusa of wires is somehow understandable by you.
Yeah, we labeled the ends of them. Even though it actually doesn't matter, because this just sends blind power. It's not like indicating
blind power to the blinds?
To the blinds. Ah! I see what you did there. It's not like determining what blind it's powering, and so it's actually really convenient if we just, instead of like every time I install one of these, I come and wire it and connect it and make sure I did it right so we can move on. But if you were just doing a general installation like this and you had confidence in what you were doing, you could just you could run all these wires, not label any of them, install all the blinds, connect all of the wires, and then just connect all the wires here, and it would be probably faster and easier and no labeling required. But we didn't do that.
Look at that.
Maybe we should start a blinds business.
No, we got a towing business, we got a house building business, we got a van building business.
That's true. We got enough stuff.
Too many businesses.
But if you're looking for a business, Y Appliance is the people that hooked us up with these, and they absolutely rock. In fact, they actually make YouTube videos. They have YouTube videos like displaying all of their products and a lot of DIY on how to do a lot of this stuff. So we'll leave some links in the description to Y Appliance's like YouTube videos, and you guys can check them out. They hooked it up, and they're the real reason that we have these blinds. Because without them, I don't think I would have gone for it. So thanks, Y Appliance.
All right, Trent is on dad duty, feeding Leo a little bit of a snack, a mid-morning snack. All of the shades and blinds are installed except for one, the one right over here at the top of the stairs. Yeah. And as soon as this is installed, we're going to start programming some really fun routines. Brandon was suggesting earlier that we set the phrase to open all the shades at the same time to let there be light. And then in the morning, you could just say that and feel like you're God or something. I don't know. It is pretty cool. I'm a little concerned about if we ever lose power in this house, half the house will not work. We can't turn on the shower without power. We can't open up these blinds without power. The shower has a battery? Lucky. That's good, because there's only one shower in this house, and it's digital, so we could be screwed.
Or in the garage, there'll be a shower.
Okay. We'll just trek outside in our bathrobe and slippers in the snow to take a shower.
Just go live out there if there's a problem. That's gonna be the mechanical house. This is the electronics house.
Oh.
That will be the analog house where if there's a power outage, we can go out there and everything will work.
Not even a digital clock.
We'll have a hand crank refrigerator. all the watches and clocks will be wind up watches and
true pioneer lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right.
It won't be a carport, it'll be a wagon
Maybe
cart.
we'll just build a giant log cabin that you can park the truck inside of.
It's so crazy when you look out this window, like especially at dusk or when the sun is going down, you can't really see any plants. It just looks like the house is completely submerged
in
snow.
And also, like, there's a drop here.
Yeah.
Like, there's a 4-foot rock wall there that, like, looks like it's not even there right now because the snow just, like...
Look at this.
The snow builds up, and then all the snow that falls off of the house just builds up behind the house and makes this giant iceberg that doesn't melt until June. It's just really cool.
How's that pantry working out for you, Trent?
Pretty good.
Is it stocked? I don't want that. Oh my goodness.
There's some stuff.
There's some stuff in there. No.
Yes, these are yours.
Some ferocious flakes.
Yeah, don't act like you don't know what that is.
No, I want the cookies, the baking soda cookies. Yes. Give us some of that homemade goodness. Thank you, thank you. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like bikes like this always have the promise of like, oh, we're gonna get in such great shape, we're gonna do all these amazing workouts. You do maybe like 1 or 2 rides and then
lazy.
and then nothing else after that. At least that's the case with us. Every day whenever I come down here, I'm like, oh, I really need to do another ride. That was such a great workout. I've done 2.
All right, so I just got the cover put back on the brain. Everything in there is as good as it's gonna get for a little while. I'm gonna go upstairs and sync that last 2 sets of roller shades. And then we should be done with the shades until our next 2 shades show up, which I think will be in like a week or 2, maybe.
Nice.
And those are gonna be the hard ones to install. Well, mainly the one that goes on the main window in the kitchen is gonna be really hard to install because we have to drill through the tile to mount it, and
That could be
I'm not excited for
hectic.
that one. All I do know is we are done with the blinds for now. We can get all these boxes out of here, and I think we're probably gonna cut Brandon loose and call it a day as far as working on the house goes. We have another project we're gonna be working on later today, and I think we're gonna take you guys with us and show you what it's all about.
I am really tired, but we do have some really fun other stuff coming up today, and we were just starting to clean up and kind of get reorganized for the day, and we have been having some problems with our lock. We have a really cool deadbolt that like locks automatically when you shut the door, and it hasn't been locking recently. We're trying to figure out why. Is it the sun?
Nobody's trying to figure out why. We know why. Don't buy a wooden crosswood door. Not only have we like made sure that this thing was like extremely sealed. Remember before we took, I don't think we filmed it, but I took this door off the hinges. We sealed it with like 10-year clear sealant like that you use for a deck. And we like coated the door in it. And even spots where like it looked like the finish was kind of like, you know, having some issues, I like took the planer and the sander and I cleaned it all off. We sealed it up super good. Can you see that right there?
That's daylight.
There is literally a hole in this door. And this is not a cheap door. And I was looking at replacing it with a fiberglass door that looks like wood, which is probably what we should have done in the first place. This is 3.5 feet wide. It's a little bit wider than a normal door. So 3.5 feet wide by 6'8". Like nobody makes them. It's like, what do I do?
Wow.
So the ones that I did find that were fiberglass were just like solid panel that were this size. And it was like, oh, we're just gonna have
Just do a glass one.
a poop door.
Glass.
I'm mad.
I can tell. It's our own fault. It's a south-facing door, and the sun here is really intense. And so we know that it's due to all the contracting and expanding of the sun throughout the day. We just never expected the sun to be as intense as it is. Obviously, it is enough to warp this door.
Maybe you just shouldn't ever buy a wooden door.
No.
Maybe wooden doors should be 86th.
Trent's grumpy, but the door is fine. Wooden doors are fine. It's just about knowing what material to use in each part of your build. And in this case, we should not have used actual wood.
So I went ahead and took a shower and washed myself of all the paint and glue and sawdust and all the stuff that I get during construction. Allie got ready. Now we are both getting ready to jump in the truck, and we are gonna head down into the valley to check out a very unique and fun and cool and terrifying opportunity that, you know, maybe we're gonna jump on. We'll see. As if we don't have enough going on right now, we're gonna try and take on something a little more involved.
All right. Diaper bag, check. Pump, check. Water, check. Bag of cookies, extra check.
I do have to say that I'm like rather disappointed with our snowfall here lately. For like 2 to 3 weeks, we were just getting dumped on, and we were getting like tons of fresh powder, and it was like so amazing. And I was like, we're gonna have so much snow by like the middle of winter. And then for like the past 2, maybe 3 weeks,
Yeah, nothing.
it's snowed like an inch or 2 inches. It's like absolutely ridiculous. And now like in the forecast, next week it's supposed to snow like an inch on Monday and like 4 inches on Thursday, which is not enough for some good skiing. And that's really all I'm looking for, is just some good snow so we can go skiing again. First world problems. All right, we have made it down here into the valley. Now, Allie and I are here to investigate an investment opportunity. Okay, so this is a duplex that we're actually here to check out. No, we're not gonna be moving down into the valley. We're not going to live in this duplex. We're trying to buy a rental property so that we can turn it into like an Airbnb or maybe a long-term rental. If it was an Airbnb, maybe we could do like a, you know, a giveaway or a meetup or something cool there. I'm not exactly sure, but this opportunity presented itself, and so Allie and I are here to check it out.
Fast asleep.
Yeah. So Leo's only supposed to be in the car seat for like less than 2 hours, and it was about an hour and a half for us to get here. And so we can't just leave him in the car seat. Also, we don't want to carry the car seat around and look at this place with him in there. So he needs to eat, he needs to come out of the car seat. So Allie's just gonna carry him around and probably feed him a bottle while we check this place out. And then he gets his out of the car seat time before we put him back in and drive back to our house. All the time limits of things that babies have to do and things that babies can't do and all of this stuff is like a foreign language that I'm like slowly learning, but it's kind of daunting when you have to like remember all this stuff.
You're doing great, Dad. We haven't seen this yet. This is our first time here.
Not at all?
No, not at all.
Wow.
Yeah. Cute, I like this
A
wallpaper.
little bit of wall damage has been patched and stuff like that, so it's good paint job.
It's a duplex actually that we're looking at, and this first unit has a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, and it's only 8 years old and it's in pretty good shape. Could use a little bit of redecorating, if you know what I mean, but it's not bad. What do you think?
I think it's pretty legit. So there's 2 units. One of the units is like a 1-bedroom, 1-bath with like a master suite and like a little kitchen and stuff downstairs. Has a washer and dryer, full HVAC system, water heater, totally independent from the other unit. And then the other unit is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, I believe. And so we're gonna go check that unit out right now. But this side looks really cool.
What do you think? You guys interested? Would you come stay here and hang out with us in Utah? I don't know.
It is a little bit weird that like the bedroom is on a totally different level than like the living room area.
And the only bathroom is in the bedroom?
Yeah, that is weird. You're not having any guests over here, okay? It's just you and your boyfriend or whatever, I don't know.
So you come up all these stairs, and if you go into the garage, you gotta go down all those stairs.
It's like a pyramid entryway.
Yes.
You see this? You climb all these stairs,
Oh,
and then to
wow.
go to the garage, you go all the way down there.
Get your workout in, all your
This is weird.
steps.
Yeah, you do get your steps in on it.
I think we need to have a chalkboard wall in our house. I like that.
I put one of those in my playhouse, but not in my house.
Wow, you can feel it.
Yeah, that temperature change.
Yeah.
Okay,
Woo.
yeah, correct.
Oh my gosh, look at this thing.
This is big.
Garage is bigger than the house.
It's hard because we don't really know exactly what it is we're looking for. This opportunity just came up and we decided to check it out. I don't know, we're taking risks this year. It's a year of risk taking, and I think there's a lot of pros and cons that we'll have to talk through and weigh to determine whether or not this is a good idea. but it's right by a university. It's a really cute part of like downtown. It's got a ton of potential for growth, and it's actually pretty affordable considering what the market looks like right now. So it might be a good long-term investment, and it might be a really fun way to connect with followers or with family and friends even that come into town and need a place to stay. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the fact that like this building isn't very old and it looks like a place that's actually been taken pretty good care of. There's like some minor cosmetic things, maybe some new paint, a little bit of drywall patching here. Drywall, I know it doesn't sound fun, but it's just a little bit of stuff that needs to be done. But for the most part, especially if we buy it furnished, it's like pretty turnkey, and I think it might be a good long-term investment. It's like pretty downtown, which I think is only going to become more and more expensive and like probably, you know, a lot more desirable to live in this area in the future. So like buying this now and having it as a rental property is probably a good long-term investment, or a really good decision for the long term. So we're gonna kind of hash it over and think a little bit more about it, but let us know, do you guys think this looks like a good idea? Let us know what you guys think down in the comments. I think now Allie and I are gonna go get some Chinese food.
Yes. I've been waiting for this all week long.
Oh yeah, you are. You're a happy boy.
All right, well, we stopped and got some Chinese food. Allie is bringing it in right now. I brought the baby in, and I'm gonna go ahead and get Leo out of his car seat. Probably get a bottle queued up, ready for him to eat, and then we're gonna have some food. It's been a long day. I'm really glad that we just get to kind of kick back and eat some delicious food now.
All right, Lika. This is not for you. I'm sorry. Oh boy, my friend.
Though you didn't make it, it looks mighty fine.
We are just getting home, having a wonderful end to our evening with some delicious Chinese food. Leo's having some dinner, and then we're about to have some dinner. We got so much done in the last couple days. It's been unbelievable. We have blinds and shades in the majority of the house, and potentially a really cool investment property.
Yeah.
I don't know even how I feel about that. It's kind of crazy to say it out loud.
It's very nerve-wracking, but I think it feels like the right thing to do right now, but also we have a lot on our plate. So nothing feels right. But we hope you guys enjoyed coming along on today's adventure. If you guys did, make sure you show us by giving us a big thumbs up on today's video. Consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already.
Thanks again to Helix for sponsoring today's video. Click the link in our description to check them out.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Adios.